Bienvenidos to the Riverside County Probation Department's Probation Corrections Officer Core Graduation for Academy 020 and College of the Desert Core 001. Excuse me. I am Supervising Probation Officer Evelyn Briceño with the Staff Development Unit, which focuses on institutions. This graduation ceremony marks the first of its kind, as we are merging two academies into one celebration. For the first time ever, the Riverside County Probation Department utilized College of the Desert to provide core instruction to some of our staff. We are hopeful the students who attended the College of the Desert Academy found it beneficial. To the families, friends, colleagues, and loved ones of our academy graduates, your presence in celebrating this milestone with us, whether in person or virtually, is deeply appreciated. Para los familiares, amigos, colegas y seres queridos de nuestros graduados, apreciamos su presencia con nosotros para celebrar este logro, sea en persona o virtual. Gracias. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask you to please stand and join me in honoring our country with the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Thank you. You may be seated. Before we begin, I'd like to take a few moments to do some introductions before we begin acknowledging and celebrating our graduates. From our department's executive team, here today, Assistant Chief Probation Officer Natalie Rivera, representing Institution Services, Chief Deputy Probation Officer Daniel Castañeda, and Chief Deputy Probation Officer Joe Doty. Representing Special Services, Chief Deputy Probation Officer Shannon Crosby. Representing Field Services, Chief Deputy Probation Officer Elisa Judy. And Chief Deputy Probation Officer Latoya Thomas. I would also like to thank our institutional services managers who are joining us today. From Indio Juvenile Hall, Division Director Crystal Nieto, Assistant Division Director Emil Fisher, and Assistant Division Director Roy Ramirez. From Southwest Juvenile Hall, Assistant Division Director Matt Thompson. And from our AMC YTech facility, which also includes our Pathways to Success program, Division Director Rachel Leitenberg, Assistant Division Director Todd Huff, and Assistant Division Director Veronica Soto. Additionally, we had the honor of hosting several officers from 3 different counties during our academy, which include Inyo, San Francisco, and Ventura. We have some executive members of those counties joining us today as well. From Inyo County, Chief Probation Officer Jeffrey Thompson, and Probation Manager Penny Brown. From Ventura County, we have Chief Probation Officer Gina Johnson. Welcome and thank you for entrusting your officers to us. Next, I want to extend recognition to the Core Academy instructors. These dedicated instructors invested extensive hours and developed the course content, delivering exceptional instruction and evaluating each student to ensure their readiness for the challenges that lie ahead. If any instructors are here today, please stand. I know there's more, so please stand. And last but definitely not least, on behalf of myself and the department, I would like to extend our gratitude to the entire Staff Development Unit for their outstanding teamwork and collaborative efforts, which were crucial to ensure the success of the Academy. I would like to especially highlight and offer my sincerest appreciation to our institution's core coordinator, Senior Probation Officer Lorena Dominguez, I would like to recognize you for your dedication, attention to detail, and tireless effort to ensure the students were thoroughly prepared and our course of instruction was well organized. You did an amazing job keeping our mijos in line. and on track, even if you had to make them cry a little on some days. Just kidding, we don't do that here. Whether it was holding them accountable to daily requirements or dancing to La Chona with them, the trust and rapport you developed with this academy was beautiful to see. Thanks to you, Lorena, the Core Academy was a success. We are truly grateful for your commitment and the positive impact you made on Academy 0 to 0. So now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of this ceremony. The Standards and Training for Corrections is a division of the Board of State and Community Corrections in California. It has set the selection and training standards for law enforcement agencies. Among these standards is the Fundamental Core Academy training program, which equips new officers with the foundational training required to perform their duties. The probation corrections officer candidates here today have completed over 200 hours of intense training, which included 53 written, behavior skills, and defensive tactics training tests, and 6 comprehensive multiple choice tests. As a class, Academy 0 to 0 achieved a cumulative score of 89.7%, and the College of the Desert Corps 001 achieved a cumulative score of 92.1%. Congratulations on this accomplishment. During the academy, the students were asked to select a motto that represented them as a class. Academy 0 to 0 selected Fearless in the Face of Danger, and COD Corps 001 selected Leading by Example Every Day, All the Way. These students started their academy journey numerous weeks ago. They worked hard together and promised to keep this one goal in mind: to always support one another and to bring about positive change in the lives of the youth they supervise. With hard work, dedication, and commitment to the department's core values, there is no doubt they will prevail and accomplish anything they set their mind to. Again, congratulations to all of you on your success. Please give them a hand. Now we would like to share with you some highlights these students experienced during their academies.
The role of a PCO is important because we help the youth and the residents get control of their life again by rehabilitating back into society and believing in them and encouraging them.
It means that now we have a duty to perform. And that duty to perform is with our youth. We don't know what they've been through, but we're here for them. And that is our #1 goal.
I don't take this role lightly, and I understand the difficulties that may come with it, but there's a lot of fulfillment involved, and I have a chance to give someone else a chance.
I think integrity is essentially committing yourself to doing what's morally correct, just making sure that you're adhering to those standards that the department has set.
To me, compassion is love and warmth. Somebody is compassionate towards you when you feel heard or seen, and then the love comes with that naturally.
As far as commitment to a youth, instead of just, counseling or mentoring them once or twice, you're in it for the long run and give them that devoted time to help them make a difference.
My favorite part of the Core Academy has been our acted scenarios, specifically at the Ben Clark Training Center. It was very fun, and I feel like I got to learn something new.
The most impactful teaching for me has been conducting searches. I believe that the skills they taught us for the searches is to be more thorough, which help us to provide more safety and security for the facility.
The physical training has challenged us physically and mentally to help us prepare for the obstacles we're going to face in the facility, as well as helping us come together as a class by encouraging and supporting one another.
The most impactful teachings for me during CORE have been DT, which is defensive tactics, which I think is very important for me to know because with the environment and the kids we work with can be a little physical sometimes, so it's a perfect skill to have for me to protect myself and to protect my coworkers if needed.
My favorite part of CORE has been the camaraderie. Each of us has been cheering each other on, has been congratulating each other, supporting each other when passing, especially the PT sessions, and just building a community within each other, even despite it being different departments.
the interpersonal communication and relationship trainings. I think that has been the most impactful just because we're working with youth all day, every day. And with those trainings, we can sort of apply it to all the youth that we work with. It's kind of across the board. You're able to sort of manipulate the trainings that they give you to apply to everybody.
The most impactful teachings of Core Academy thus far, for me personally, have been the trauma modules. I think it's important for us as correctional officers to be able to identify the signs and symptoms of trauma and have the tools necessary to address those things.
Being a probation correction officer helps me become a positive change or positive role model in the youth's lives.
I wanted to work with the kids, the juveniles. You know, I have 6 kids of my own. I know it's hard. Kids go through a lot of stuff. And I want to be the person that can make the difference in their lives. Being able to guide them in the right direction, to guide them to get a better future.
I graduated college about 1.5 years ago, and I was doing DoorDash. I had a delivery there. So I delivered, the lady came out, and I was just curious at the time because I was looking for a job. I asked her, "Oh, are you guys hiring?" That's where it started, and it took me about 6 months from there, and I got hired.
I decided to join this profession because as a little girl, I had a desire to pursue the career in probation department, and I made it a reality.
I wanted to get into this profession because I wanted to help out troubled youth. That was a big thing in my life, is show the youth that just because this happened in your life doesn't mean you have to continue it.
I learned how to protect myself, protect my partners, and the community all at the same time.
Having 8 months in and then coming to the academy, that's a lot of information that makes sense now from what I've learned. The impact of this academy overall helps me go back to work tomorrow, taking with me a whole great deal of knowledge.
We hold a lot of responsibility in guiding their future and the choices that they make while they're housed with us. And a lot of what we do and say and model for them could be that impact that they need in their life to change their course of action, to get them out of the situation that they've ended up in.
You can plant seeds into someone in hopes of those seeds to sprout in the future. And I believe working as a probation correctional officer, you are able to slowly change their path and their direction that their life is going.
A lot of the youth, they don't have anybody to look up to growing up. So the role of us is to be like a mentor to them. You know, we don't give up on them, and they see that. That gives them like inspiration, like, oh, these people really do believe in us. That, you know, even though we're in this situation right now, down the road we can get out of it, we can change our lives. You know, they just need one person to believe in them, and, you know, you could be that one person.
A huge thank you to our Public Relations Division for creating that amazing video. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we are honored to invite Chief Probation Officer Gina Johnson from Ventura County to the stage to deliver a Chief's address.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here. It's a very special day for myself, other chiefs, and all of Riverside County, of course. Everything that was highlighted in that segment we just saw was what I was going to say. So I'm done. No, I'm kidding. You know, being in this profession for nearly 35 years has had a significant impact on me as well as our department, meaning that everybody that works for our department, as well as the departments represented here, have made a commitment to serve our community. And that comes with a huge responsibility. And what I heard in the segment here is the why. Why do we get into this profession? And that's what you new graduates, don't forget your why. There's going to be days that are really challenging. And for all those supporting here, all of the friends and families, they're going to have challenging days. but they're there for a reason, to have an impact on the youth and young adults that we serve in our facilities. And also, what I heard in this segment is everything you do matters. No matter if it's just a small little nugget, you may not even know the impact that you're having on a youth. So every interaction matters. Don't ever forget that. In those challenging times, just take a step back and you can do this. So for that, be proud. Be proud of the graduates. Be proud of yourselves. And be proud to be part of this profession. So with that, we can get on with the rest of the ceremony, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Johnson. I would now like to invite to the stage Riverside County Probation Department's Assistant Chief Probation Officer, Natalie Rivera, to deliver her address.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Natalie Rivera, Assistant Chief of the Riverside County Probation Department. On behalf of the entire executive team, it's an honor to share a few words with you today and welcome all of you to our Probation Corrections Officer Core Academy graduation. First and foremost, I would like to welcome the families and friends who are here to share in this special day. Our graduates truly need your support, and our departments appreciate the support you give to them, not just today, but throughout their entire career. Thank you for being here. I would also like to thank our staff, supervisors, managers, and executive members who are here today to support our graduates. And welcome and thank you to the dignitaries in attendance from Ventura and Inyo Probation Departments and all of those watching virtually. Next, I would like to recognize and thank our training unit. Without their hard work and dedication and providing the absolute highest quality of training, this day would not be possible. You are the unsung heroes in this entire process, and each year you continue to exceed expectations, and it shows in the quality of staff we have working in our department. Thank you, Staff Development Unit, and to all of our Core Academy trainers. I would also like to thank our Public Relations Unit for allowing the people who could not be here in person to watch our ceremony and celebrate virtually. And a huge thank you to our food services staff who always do a fantastic job, and everyone involved in putting on such a wonderful event today. Today's graduation is extremely special because, as you heard, we partnered with the College of the Desert and held our very first PCO Core Academy there. We're so grateful for the partnership with COD, their staff, and instructors. And a special thank you to Director Walt Meyer of COD and our Assistant Director, Emil Fisher, for your hard work in making this program a success. Please give them a round of applause. Now, on to the graduates. Class 020 and our very first College of the Desert Academy. First, I would like to personally thank you for your hard work and perseverance in completing the Core Academy. We know it wasn't easy. You spent countless hours being challenged both mentally and physically, but each of you successfully completed. Thank you for your dedication. Class 020, you selected Fearless in the Face of Danger as your class motto, and COD Class Number 1 selected Leading by Example, Every Day, All the Way as your class motto. Each unique, but both very powerful statements. The unique job about probation is the opportunity to empower, inspire, and assist others to not only be the best version of themselves, but to help them become productive members in our community. Being fearless and leading by example will assist you with being successful in your role in the justice system. Now, this job isn't easy. You'll have difficult days, days you may question if this is the career for you. But as you begin to see the impact you make in the lives of our youth, helping them graduate from high school, some in college, vocational training, assisting with their first job, and reuniting with their families, you'll be reminded why you're now a probation corrections officer. Although you may have challenges and difficult days, the fulfillment this career brings outweighs any bad day. And I promise you, you have an entire department of leaders that will walk alongside you, support you, and guide you to your success. What we ask of you, core graduates, is to continue to lead with our core organizational values: integrity, commitment, and compassion, and to take care of yourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Your safety and well-being is our priority. On behalf of your leadership team, we will continue to focus on our department's workforce, innovation, culture, and leadership, so we can be the best RCP family for all of you, as we are honored to have you on our team. As I call each of you up later in the program, and we raise our right hand to be sworn in, please be proud of your accomplishment, be proud of your classmates, and be proud of being a member of your probation department, as we are extremely proud of each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Assistant Chief Rivera. The next person I would like to introduce was selected by her fellow classmates to represent them as their class speaker. Please welcome Probation Corrections Officer Edith Gaitan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Probation Corrections Officer Edith Gaitan, and I would like to welcome you all to the Probation Corrections Officer Core Academy Class 20 and Class 001 from College of the Desert graduation. I want to start by welcoming and thanking our executive team, our core class instructors, the staff development unit, all probation staff, friends, and family. I would also like to welcome our out-of-county guests from Ventura, Inyo, and San Francisco. And to everyone watching online, thank you for joining us. It is truly an honor to have been selected by my classmates as class speaker. To know that I have been trusted with the role of representing an amazing, strong, and such talented group of individuals is a memory I will cherish forever. I remember the first day of our Core Academy class like if it was yesterday. The date was November 1st of 2024. We were introduced to our lovely, caring, and strict, more like tough love, Coordinator Lorena Dominguez. On behalf of my classmates and I would like to apologize for any moments of stress we caused you, but I think it is safe to say you passed the test. You were patient and understanding with us, but also made sure to remind us of what was expected of us during these last 7 weeks. We couldn't have asked for a better class mom, aka also our class coordinator, and also congratulations on receiving this quarter's bragging rights belt. I also want to recognize our classmates from Ventura, Inyo, and San Francisco County. They were away from home, their families, and their kids for 7 weeks. To be in a city hundreds of miles away where you don't know anyone is hard, but to be away from your loved ones is even harder. You guys are strong, dedicated, and determined. All great qualities that show how passionate you are for your careers. To our families and friends, you all play a huge role in our careers. We work weekends, holidays, and 16-hour shifts. We work in facilities that never close. They are open 24/7, and from my personal experience, I can confirm it can be mentally, emotionally, and mentally draining, but very rewarding. We can't do this without you all or your continuous support. It takes a lot of love and strength to understand when date nights, holidays, family gatherings, and other events are postponed because we must work a double shift. But don't worry, dinner is on us next time. To all our instructors, on behalf of my classmates and I, we want to thank you. Thank you for sharing your years of knowledge and experiences. In the last 7 weeks, we have learned about staff manipulation, gangs, incident report writing, from which a lot of us can agree we're still recovering from that. But one of the most valuable lessons that we took from our class is to always take care of ourselves, physically, emotionally, and most important, mentally. Our careers are not for everyone, and that's okay. But to all my classmates and to all our fellow probation staff, we are not everyone. We are compassionate, we are committed, and we have integrity. Fearless in the face of danger is our class motto. For anyone who has ever worked in our line of duty or any other law enforcement related careers, you're most likely nodding your head because you can relate to this. One thing about working in our institutions is that our schedule is very structured. Every day we must provide our youth with large muscle exercises, recreation time, life skills programs, and school. But an important thing I want you all to remember is that although we have a schedule to follow, we don't know what we will be walking into on every shift. We don't know if fights will occur, and if they do, we don't know how many youth will be involved or if any of us will be hurt. But in those moments, our training and our confidence in ourselves must shine through. During our core training, we participated in scenarios where our instructors unleashed their inner acting skills, and as officers had to respond to codes to either de-escalate situations, respond to earthquake drills, or medical emergencies. I had different partners each time, and every one of those times, not one of them showed any fear. They remained calm and collected, but most importantly, they showed bravery. Classmates, let's always remain fearless, but stay safe while doing so. We have created such a strong, fun, and genuine bond that on the first day of class, we probably had no idea we would do so. On the first day, we had assigned seats at a table of a total of 5 individuals from either different Riverside institutions or different counties. We were complete strangers to each other, but with all the endless icebreakers the instructors had us do, I think most of you can agree that eventually we knew what each person was going to say next. On the first week, Deputy Probation Officer Garcia from Ventura County created a GroupMe chat that we all joined, and there she always sent our physical and defense tactic training reminders, which was helpful to a lot of us, so thank you. There are a few moments that stood out to me during our Core Academy training. Those moments represent the unity, respect, and friendships that we created. On one of our physical training days, one of our classmates forgot his workout clothes at home, but quickly and with no hesitation, several people offered to lend him shorts and a shirt. It was such a heartwarming and selfless act. Lorena, you might remember this next one. A fellow classmate, you know who you are, was late to class after lunch due to the train passing, which caused him to be stuck waiting till it was clear. Well, he texted a group chat, but he didn't text Lorena. When she realized he was still not back, we quickly yelled out that he was on his way and that he had reached out. Yes, we were covering for him and didn't want him to get in trouble. After that, we had an ongoing joke with that individual about him blaming that train for everything. Lastly, my personal experience. On one of our physical training days, we went to the park, and Supervisor Probation Officer Rivera knew how to kick our behinds with his HIIT workouts. That day, we also had to pick up and drag a 160-pound dummy, and oh boy, did I struggle. I was the last one in line, and after all the squats, jumping jacks, planks, and sit-ups I had done, I was exhausted. I attempted twice to pick up the dummy, but I failed. I decided to try for the 3rd time. I didn't want to go home without trying one more time. Rehabilitation specialist Laura Terrazas got in front of my face and told me, "You got this. Just look at me, keep your head up, and get it done." And so I did. A woman from Inyo County that I had never met prior to this Core Academy believed I could do it. As I finished, other classmates cheered me on as well. Every day we cheered each other on. We brought all the energy to every PT and DT class. No one was left behind, and positive affirmations were always said. It even went as far to me walking into class one day at 7:45 a.m. and seeing my classmates dancing to La Chona. I was wondering what we were celebrating, but on the whiteboard, someone wrote that we had to dance to get credit for the day. It wasn't true, but I believe my fun and outgoing classmates would have danced anyway. Class 020 and Class 001. This may be the end of our core training, but it is only the beginning of our careers. Let's continue to be ourselves. We never know whose life we might impact in a positive way. Be learning to open from others and always have a purpose for everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gaitan. Now for the presentation of individual awards. The special recognition awards will go to individuals for their various performances throughout the Core Academies. Family and friends, you are welcome to come closer to the stage to take pictures if your loved one receives an award. Familia y seres queridos, los invitamos a acercarse al escenario para tomar fotos si gustan. I would like to invite Assistant Chief Rivera back to the stage. First up, the Physical Performance Awards. For College of the Desert Core 001, the recipient for this award was selected by his peers. Best Athletics goes to Nicholas Houchin. It was stated Mr. Houchin demonstrated top physical skills throughout the training semester. For Riverside Academy 020, the individuals earning these awards were selected by the Academy's physical trainers, Officers Rivera and Sandoval. These trainers tested the physical ability and endurance of each student. They challenged them to push themselves beyond what they thought was possible. The individuals selected for the top physical performance awards are, in the male category, Joel Marron from Southwest Juvenile Hall. Mr. Barron, your physical trainers had these words to say about you. He consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to excellence, giving 100% effort in every task and showing no signs of quitting. He completed each repetition with full dedication and maintained a positive attitude throughout. While not a vocal leader, Mr. Barron set a high standard through his actions, consistently modeling exemplary behavior in all physical training sessions. And in the female category, Jocelyn Ruiz Hernandez from San Francisco County. Ms. Ruiz Hernandez, your physical trainers had these words to say. She demonstrated strong confidence in her abilities and committed to giving 100% effort from day one. In the final physical training session, she distinguished herself by performing at a level well beyond that of her peers, successfully overcoming all challenges with exceptional skill and determination. Great job to all three of you. Also in the category of physical performance, we have most improved. The recipients of this award were selected for showing dedication and tenacity during the course of the physical training sessions. They never gave up and continuously demonstrated improvement in their physical abilities. In the male category, Cale Morton from AMC Whitech. Mr. Morton consistently competed alongside the top performer, demonstrating dedication and resilience. He showed up each day with a strong commitment to improvement, ultimately emerging as the most improved performer in the final stages. In the female category, Laura Terrazas from Inyo County. Ms. Terrazas began with a strong performance and continued to excel, finishing as one of the top performers. Her competitive drive and determination inspired her classmates to push themselves and elevate their efforts. Please give them both another round of applause. And speaking of physical training, one of the traditions in our core academies over the past few years has been a friendly competition between our academy students and our staff development units. It all began when the physical training instructors encouraged the students to maintain a healthy workout routine throughout their careers. They emphasized the importance of consistency in self-care, mutual accountability, and the power of motivating one another within their peer group. Over the course of the academy, the competitors tracked their steps in an app that allowed everyone to see each other's progress. This helped with accountability and peer motivation. Together, the entire group logged 1,103 miles over the past 8 weeks. The top 3 finishers for the core students were, and if you can please stand when I say your name, 3rd place, Jocelyn Aroliga Hernandez from San Francisco. She had 104 miles. Second place, George Montes from Ventura County, 146 miles. And first place, logging 247 miles, is Jesus Garcia from Inyo County. The top competitor from the Staff Development Unit was Anis Khan with 148 miles. So, suffice it to say, Officer Jesus Garcia took top honors and the course students won this challenge. Great job, guys, and good job to everyone that competed. This is just a reminder to remember to take care of yourselves. We do have a rough job, so make sure that physical and mental health is always priority. Next, we have Top Academic Performance Award, also known as the Einstein Award. The students were tested on a multitude of topics in the criminal justice and behavioral health sciences. This award is presented to the student with the highest test scores and academic performances of the Academy. For College of the Desert Core 001, highest academics goes to Esmeralda Mendoza from AMC YTech. Ms. Mendoza had a testing average of 94%. For Riverside Academy 020, top academic performance goes to Carolyn Snyder from Ventura County. Ms. Snyder had a testing average of 97.16%. And finally, the presentation of the CORE Award. The name of the award does not merely point to the training the students have successfully completed, but more to the core values of the Riverside County Probation Department, which are listed on the back of your program. They are integrity, commitment, and compassion. The distinction of this award lies in the fact that the recipients were chosen by their peers for exemplifying these qualities. For College of the Desert Core 001, the recipient for inspired leadership is Probation Corrections Officer Adan Gonzalez. Unfortunately, Mr. Gonzalez is not able to be here with us today. However, his peers stated he reflects an inspirational leader. Despite any challenges, he always had a smile on his face. He took the role as our PT leader and provided motivational feedback during challenging trainings. He is a humble team player. For Core Academy 020, the recipient of the CORE Award is Deputy Probation Officer 1 Troy Roberts from Ventura County. Mr. Roberts, your classmates wanted you to know the reasons they selected you. They said Mr. Roberts displayed honesty, integrity, and commitment through the entirety of CORE. He is always eager to learn and is always engaged by asking questions. He is a team player, funny, and always was a positive light after long classes. He carries himself professionally, is kind to everyone, and exhibited great dedication throughout the academy. He has served our country and is now serving his community working with probation. He is very passionate and inspirational. His classmates stated he shows others how to be a better person. Congratulations to both Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Roberts, and to all the Special Recognition Award recipients. And now what we've all probably been waiting for, the presentation of the badges. Students, please step forward to receive your badge as your name is called. And again, family and friends, you're welcome to come up closer to take pictures if you'd like. Familiares y seres queridos, los invitamos a acercarse al escenario para tomar fotos si gustan cuando anuncie el nombre de su graduado. The mission statement of the Riverside County Probation Department is serving courts, protecting our community, and changing lives. This mission statement is the driving force of what we believe and the why behind we do what we do every day as a department. As I call upon each student, I will also recite their personal mission statement. I'd like to invite Chief Probation Officer Jeffrey Thompson from Inyo County Probation Department up to the stage to present the badges to Inyo's graduates. Rehabilitation Specialist Jesus Garcia. Never give up, stay firm. Rehabilitation Specialist Laura Terrazas. Trust the timing of your life. Thank you, Chief Thompson. I'd like to invite Chief Probation Officer Gina Johnson from Ventura County Probation Agency back up to the stage to present the badges to Ventura's graduates. Deputy Probation Officer 1, Laura Garcia, one day at a time. Deputy Probation Officer 1, George Montes. It could always be worse. Deputy Probation Officer 1, Troy Roberts. Live your life with respect, regard, and relevance. Deputy Probation Officer 1, Carolyn Snyder. A bad day is still a luxury. Thank you, Chief Johnson. I'd like to invite Riverside County's Assistant Chief Rivera back up to the stage to present the badges to the remainder of the graduates. From San Francisco Juvenile Probation Department, Juvenile Corrections Officer Jocelyn Aroliga Hernandez. Let your faith be stronger than your fears. Juvenile Corrections Officer Jocelyn Ruiz Hernandez. Trust yourself, make the impossible possible. From Riverside County Probation, Probation Corrections Officer Joel Barron. Lead by example. Mr. Barron is assigned to Southwest Juvenile Hall. Probation Corrections Officer Lacey Bell. My word will never be as strong as God's word. All I am is just a vessel doing his work. Mr. Bell is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Patricia Berruete. The past is your lesson, the present is your gift, the future is your motivation. Ms. Berruete is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Jennifer Camacho. Mi familia, un poco loca, un poco ruidosa, pero siempre conmigo. Gracias por todo su apoyo. Translation, my family a little crazy, a little noisy, but always with me. Thank you for all of your support. Ms. Camacho is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Melinda Cantoran. You can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Ms. Cantoran is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Joanna Ceja. Life is a journey to be experienced, not a problem to be solved. Ms. Ceja is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Gerardo de Luna. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Mr. de Luna is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Edith Gaitan. Don't count the days, make the days count. Mrs. Gaitan is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Adan Gonzalez. Helping change lives one day at a time. Mr. Gonzalez is assigned to AMC Whitech and unfortunately could not be with us today. Probation Corrections Officer Andrew Hilton. How you do anything is how you do everything. Mr. Hilton is assigned to Southwest Juvenile Hall. Probation Corrections Officer Nicholas Houchin. Never be a victim of your circumstances. Mr. Houchin is assigned to Indio Juvenile Hall. Probation Corrections Officer Erica Mendoza. Be the person you'd look up to. Ms. Mendoza is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Esmeralda Mendoza. Clothed with strength and dignity, Proverbs 31:25. Mrs. Mendoza is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Carlos Mercado. If you can't commit to anything, you'll give up on everything. Mr. Mercado is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Cale Morton. Respect is one of life's greatest treasures. Mr. Morton is assigned to AMC Whitech. I would like to invite to the stage Correctional Officer Sarah Orozco from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation to present the badge to her twin sister. Probation Corrections Officer Alejandra Orozco. Be legendary in your own way. Ms. Orozco is assigned to Southwest Juvenile Hall. Probation Corrections Officer Jasmine Ramos Dávila. Pudiste sola, pudiste cansada, pudiste asustada, siempre pudiste y vas a seguir y vas a poder. Translation. You did it alone, you did it tired, you did it scared, you could always do it and you will continue doing it. Ms. Ramos is assigned to AMC Whitech. I would like to invite Captain Phil Gomez from the Murrieta Police Department to the stage to present the badge to his niece. Probation Corrections Officer Jelisa Rivera. Each day you must choose the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Ms. Rivera is assigned to Southwest Juvenile Hall. Probation Corrections Officer Azucena Rodriguez. Leave it in God's hands, He'll take care of you. Ms. Rodriguez is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Deidre Rodriguez. I cried, I fought, I got up and wore a cap so that today I can wear a star that my people can be proud of me. Ms. Rodriguez is assigned to Indio Juvenile Hall. Probation Corrections Officer Ralph Roybal. Let valor not fail. Mr. Roybal is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Clarissa Salazar. If you tell me I can't, I'll show you I can. Ms. Salazar is assigned to Southwest Juvenile Hall. Probation Corrections Officer Samantha Salvador Gaona. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Ms. Salvador Gaona is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Anela Terrones. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Ms. Terrones is assigned to AMC Whitech. Probation Corrections Officer Maria Valdez Garcia. Enjoy your life because it's short. Mrs. Valdez Garcia is assigned to AMC Whitech. Assistant Chief Rivera will now conduct the oath of office.
And family, you're welcome to come forward if you want to take pictures or video. All right, graduates, if you can turn and face me. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of California. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance. To the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of California. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully. Discharge the duties. Upon which I'm about to enter. Congratulations.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the graduates of Probation Corrections Officer Corps Academy 020 and College of the Desert Corps 001. Please join me for one more round of applause. This now concludes our ceremony. Please enjoy the refreshments in the back. Thank you all for coming. Those students, those of you that won the awards, please stay on the stage, please.